Hello. Wait. Hello. Welcome to day 932 of Connecting the Thoughts. And when I say 932, that's precisely what I mean. I've been doing these videos for the last 932 days. The series is called Connecting the Thoughts, and quote for today is, "The validations that don't come also validate." What do I mean by that? Is it a very interesting play on words, or is there more to it? Well, there is lots to it. When I say validations that don't come also validate, I mean when you don't receive validation from the people that you expect to receive validation for, or the ones that you really want to yearn for, and you're looking forward to be validated by them, then what happens is you begin to feel drawn towards it. You begin to then pay attention to it. You begin to then keep running and checking whether the validation has arrived. And the interesting part is we live in a world these days where validation is so important. The number of likes you have, the number of comments you have, the number of views you have, uh, the number of people who attended an event, the number of people who participated and engaged in your comment. These are all different levels of validation. Now, when you don't have or don't receive the validation that you had expected, what happens to you? You begin to feel a little less confident, perhaps. You begin to wonder, okay, so am I doing the right thing or am I not? Do I have to tweak? You start second guessing your intention, your objective, your goal, even for that matter. How fair is it to allow someone else's validation be the direct proportion to your success? What should be? What should be a measure of your success? I see that success comes, or I feel successful when I feel satisfied, when I see that I've delivered my best, when I feel like I've contributed a message, when I, during these conversations, have had an aha moment, is when I feel that yes, something good was done. When I have that aha moment during these conversations is when I feel that yes, something great was delivered today. Poonam says that's a unique perspective brought by you, Ruqya. Great thoughts put together. Thank you, Poonam. So when I have that feeling of, wow, I did something nice, that was unique, that's when I feel validated to myself. And interestingly, even before Poonam joined us, for the last 4 minutes, and I'm not afraid to say this, I was talking to myself. There was not a single viewer. And it made no difference to me, because for me it felt whoever needs to receive this message is going to join in either now, or they're going to join in on the replay. So for whatever, in whatever way, we always come to the message that we need to receive. And some of you may come, receive the message, and go away without validating it, and that's okay, because the intention here is not to seek that validation, but to be part of a conversation, to create a conversation in your mind. That's why the series is called Connecting the Thoughts. It is called Connecting the Thoughts because each thought that I select for each day, each video, is a conversation. It is me creating a thought, speaking about it, and then delivering it to you so that you engage with the conversation, or you take the conversation back in your mind and you think over it, and you kind of consider, where does this play up in my life? How do I really do this? And if I do this, what can I do about it? Or do I even need to do something about it? Poonam says you should always be open to new learnings, and validation should not stop us. Absolutely. Rightfully said. Gaurav, I do agree. Do your bit. Keep moving on. Just keep swimming. That's Dory and that's me. So validations these days have become like the training wheels on a cycle, where when you're cycling, you need to have those training wheels so that you keep going and you don't lose balance. But guys, focus. Have the focus on your path. And I love it when I can bring Papa into the conversation. So Papa's hands used to tremble, and when I got him a digital camera, he was he'd look through the little thing and he'd go, "Beta, I can't really do this because my hand trembles and the image kind of shakes." So a simple thing that I told him was, "Papa, don't focus on clicking, focus on the frame." It was as simple as that. It was not about, will I be able to click without having my hands shiver? It was all about the focus shifted from the click to the frame that he was looking through. And he has come up with amazing photography, and in fact even done photography where he's zooming into the image and clicking. So that's the power of your mind. That's the power of knowing where you need to focus on. Do not seek validations. Those validations that don't come in also validate, because that um, they show different things. Because when you know that someone has not validated you, it means you are seeking. First, they validate that you are seeking the validation. Second, they validate that you are, those are your training wheels. You will keep moving forward only when you get validated, right? That's also a validation of your behavior. So stay with me on this. A, it's showing you about the fact that you need validation. Second, they're showing you that it's your training wheels. The validation is your motivation. You're moving forward only when you get validated. And also, it could be a validation about somebody else, the ones who chose not to validate you. But that's not for us to be bothered with. Let's just work on ourselves. Let's just work on ourselves and how we can do things differently. So these are my thoughts on how the validations that don't come also validate. If you're being hassled by the validations that don't come, then take a step back and ask yourself, what does this say about me? What is this missing validation bringing to my awareness? What am I learning about myself in the process? So this is how I see it. Please leave in your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. I do apologize for the delay I had today. There was something that came up. I apologize. Usually I run this a little like 2 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes ahead, uh, prior to to the time that I'm speaking right now. But I'm sure this message was meant for those who received it in the live now. So, and for those who catch up on replay, I do this daily. I've been doing this since the 1st of May 2018. I have a very deep reason for why I do this. The idea is to share value, to create, as I said, a ripple effect of thoughts. I'd love for you to be part of the conversation. Later tonight, I have a weekly interview, a conversation that I run on Wednesdays. I call it Wise Wednesdays. I will be going live in another hour and no, at 9 p.m. Right now, I'm at 6:45. That would be an hour and 15 minutes from now. I'm going to go live with Lachelle, and she is this amazing person who is a fighter, a warrior, someone who has fought depression for 10 years, and she's known as America's Supermom. She is going to be on with me, and we're going to talk about uh, masked for greatness, a pun on the times that we are going through. And underneath the mask is all her, the story, the grit, the determination of getting over depression and managing her life from a space of respect, from a space of boundaries, and from a space of purpose. Do join in the conversation if you can. And until tomorrow, keep smiling. But before you go, let's do the I am, because that is so powerful. The two words that are so super powerful. I am Valuable. Today's quote is I am valuable. Please write in comments. Even if you're watching on replay, please write on comments saying I am valuable if this has been of value to you. Hi, Dale. I look forward to seeing you later today. We have a guest on board all the way from the States, and she is talking about masked for greatness, towards greatness, and underlying the topic. And of course, the topic is a pun on the times that we are going through. Underlying the topic is her battle with depression and how she has managed to come out of it and successfully live her life from a place of purpose and respect. I am valuable, another valuable person, a coach. Josephine, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Dale. And thank you, Punam. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe. And thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. I look forward to seeing you an hour, 10 minutes from now on the live with Lachelle, where we talk about all things that truly matter. And until then, have a quick look once again at my show reel, which talks about my little journey, my humble journey as a speaker, as a writer, as a life coach. Thank you.